Hi, crafty friends. This is Amanda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Michigan. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You spending a little bit of time with me always makes my day. This is a friendly reminder that the new catalog is just about out, and new catalog means new in colors and some moving and shifting and reorganizing. You know, all those in colors coming in and in colors going out, new rinkers coming in, new rinkers coming out. All those wonderful things that have to be organized. So, yes, I know I've said organized about 3 or 4 times now, but that means you, if you're already organized, it's time to make some room and get ready for the new in colors. If you're not quite organized, you need to start, and you want to start, I guess I should say. I have a video that you might enjoy. If you have any questions or comments or anything, let me know. I'll put that video up here. But it's always a good time to start to get organized. One step in that direction feels really good. I've been organizing most of the week. All right, so with the new, that means we have to get rid of some of the old. And this flower and field a stamp set. It has a coordinating punch that goes with it. I thought that I would showcase some of the stamp sets that are retiring before they are gone. I haven't used this stamp set in a while, and I thought I'd show you my favorite card to make with it. It is a sympathy card, but unfortunately we need those. I used my Stamparatus and ink up this main image with Versamark sticky ink. And I like to start, since it's not completely the length of my 5x5 square card, I like to start off the page with my fieldy, flowery thingies, then make the split, to the side so that it's not really, you don't draw your eye to it, because no matter how many times I tell myself to scooch it over because everything's on top of each other and you don't want a gap there, I never happen. So then I'm going to pour all of my white embossing powder out and then do some tap dancing and some finger dancing underneath to remove any unnecessary powder where it doesn't belong. And then I'll use either a dry paintbrush, or I do like to use my take your pick tool to get some of those things out and then brush those away or blow those away. I did not use my anti-static bag, which would have helped me here. Truth be told, I couldn't find it. And of course, it was right in front of me. It's just right above that Versamark ink. I found it after I decided that I wasn't going to use it. So that's kind of funny. When I did this, I had a little tiny 1/8 of an inch that didn't get, the image didn't get to the bottom. So I just cut that off. This is about 2.5 inches wide by 5. And then my blushing bride is just a little bit larger than that, maybe 2 3/4. I'll take my silhouettes of dragonflies here and add 3. It's always just a preference of mine to add 3 for this card. I like to do that in Versamark and not emboss those. It just gives it a tone-on-tone look, maybe like it's in the background. For sympathy cards, I'm very particular. I don't like anything flashy. I like it subtle and elegant, and this card definitely fits the bill. I thought I could use this piece of paper for some double duty and cut my flowers out of it, but I realized that I couldn't because I had a little bit too much showing. So I'll just use that to cut out more of my beautiful flower bits. This reminds me of a bridal invitation I did for my stepdaughter. Of course, I didn't have this cute little punch then. I had to do something else, use a different brand, and that was fun. Yes, that was fun. But it does remind me of that, and these are adorable. I do think they need a little bit of something in the middle to give them that touch of something. So you can use a white gel pen, or if you have them, you can use some pearls. There's different sizes in those. But what I found in my stash were these metallic dots. I'm sure they have a fancy name. They did come off on my fingers when I tried to pull them out, but I'm going to add those to the middle of my large and medium sized flowers. This punches out 3 different sizes of cute little flowers. I wonder what they are. Wonder what they are supposed to be. Other than flowers, like what's the name they're supposed to be. But I chose to add a bunch of them. Now, in the cards that I normally do, sometimes I cut teeny tiny itty bitty teeny little things to stick them up to make them a little bit, prominent, more, I don't know, level, not level. Oh, goodness, what am I thinking? That word. But this time I chose not to. You can also add different, several pieces of the cardstock. I could have doubled up or tripled up my little flowers to make them a little bit more dimensional. But I didn't do that either. I just left them one size or one on one plane, and I think it looks okay. I did use some glue to stick those down. And I did use some really strong adhesive to put the piece of gray that I embossed to the pink because it was a little warped. My heat gun has seen better days. I've dropped it a million times, and it takes a little bit extra time to heat up. So I'm going to have to grab myself a new one when they're back in stock. Ours are the best because they have that 2 heat settings. So that always helps for drying and for embossing. If you are having trouble getting your sentiments straight, take a few seconds, line them up on your block, and life will be easier, let me tell you. I learned this trick a long time ago, and it saved me a lot. Then I can just feel confident enough to quickly lay down this thinking of you that is in the stamp set as well. And I'll heat emboss that as well. I did use my anti-static heating tool, or my bag now. Yes. As you can see, it's a little bit warped from the top, but I'll get that. I do like this always, ... And instead of having it on the outside, always thinking of you, I'm putting it thinking of you always because I love this big, bold sentiment right in the middle. And yes, I am doing it on gray and heat embossing it on white. I have white gel pens or pink gel pens if needed. That will make a lovely little I'm thinking of you personal message in the middle. With a quick reminder that if you're one of my customers, you have a catalog coming to you already in the mail. If you haven't already got it, if you do not have a demonstrator and you need a catalog, please let me know. Now, funny story, not really funny, haha, but funny story. I needed more dimensionals, so I ordered 4. Unfortunately, I put the wrong number in, so I got 4 of these uncut dimensionals, which works just as well, but now I get to make the sizes that I want out of them. I'm going to try to look at it as a positive since I have 4 sets of these 3 sheets. So these 12 sheets we're going to have a great time. You guys have a blessed day. I hope you like this card. Let me know what you think of it. I'd love to see what you make with this particular stamp set. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much.